Check it out, here's a brand new Shelby Super Snake. Now, I've heard a lot about this vehicle. I've not seen it yet in person. I remember when they unveiled this earlier this year, and it's great to finally run into it here in Las Vegas. This is the home of their HQ, so it's cool being able to get back in touch with the Shelbys. This is a $160,000 vehicle, and it really takes everything that they have learned from all their years in the past and moves it even further. I recall buying the 2014 Shelby GT500 Super Snake. That was way back in, it was like 2014 when I had that car. It was a great car. I enjoyed my Super Snake quite a lot. It was before they had the independent rear axle system, or independent rear suspension. And it was mainly, wasn't a body kit too much. They changed the hood and a few other components, but with this, they have gone much further with the changes, giving you the wide body effect, the exit vents right there, also a more aggressive hood system, more aggressive side skirt, all the way back to the rear, a new elongated, almost track pack inspired rear spoiler. I mean, they've done a lot, so I just want to quickly do a walk around of this new Shelby Super Snake, simply because I have that new Mustang GTD coming in, and it's cool seeing the closest priced Mustang. This is not exactly built by Ford, so this is a Mustang GT that the Shelby American team have just elevated quite far with their aftermarket upgrades. You would buy a Mustang GT, and the Shelby team are the ones who will take the vehicle from you and upgrade it. You do get a warranty, a 3-year warranty, which is good. It's what you would want. But there's a lot to go over in this video, so let's start from the front again and move to the back. Real quickly before we continue this video, if you guys have a new Ford Mustang, a Shelby, or are you getting a new Super Snake, the latest branch of the Speed Phenom channel has been created. Speed Phenom Film is your go-to paint protection film, tinting, and ceramic coating studio here in Southern California. This whole PPF studio was started to serve all of our followers here on the channel and get them ready to drive their car on the street or on the racetrack. So reach out. You'll find our information in the description down below. If you need your car protected before you hit the streets, please send us an email or give us a call. You won't find better prices around because this company was started to serve all of you, our supporters for the Speed Phenom YouTube channel. All right, we're back here at the front end of this new Shelby Super Snake. This is the most I would say engineered Super Snake they've ever made. They were going pretty far back in the day trying to upgrade the suspension systems with Penske suspension systems, which was cool, and they started offering painted stripes, which I liked that as well. But altogether, with the performance options with this vehicle, you are getting 830 horsepower. They give you a new Shelby Extreme cooling system with a new radiator, also a heat exchanger. And then moving to back, you have the new boreless system. I like how you can get this with a manual transmission because the GTD, you just simply can't. Now, looking at the front end, I do notice you still have that plastic, it almost looks like. And this reminds me a bit of the GT500 I used to own, with the side almost eyelashes going all the way down. You have enlarged intake scoops that go to those front radiators, and then an elongated front side splitter wicker, just again like the GT500, but it is an exposed carbon fiber. You get 20-inch wheels, and I think, are they magnesium? Let me check real quickly. So they are 20-inch magnesium alloy wheels. That's pretty cool, with Michelin 305 PS4 tires up front. They are giving you Brembo upgraded brakes, and these brakes actually, they look very similar to the front Brembos on the GT500. Could that be the same exact model? I'm not sure if it's interchangeable, but it looks identical to the GT500's Brembo brakes. Talking more in the design up top, well, you can see right here you have this new hood. If you've seen our tests in the past, we did do a review on the GT500 King of the Road that came out for like 2023, also the GT500 Signature Edition. And for those vehicles, the ones I drove had a fully exposed carbon fiber hood, and there is an issue with them where they seem like they would flex and they're a bit wobbly. This, on the other hand, looks like, it is aluminum. They have a new aluminum hood now, so they're not doing carbon fiber, at least for this build right here in front of me. You have carbon fiber though for the exit vents on top of the engine, where the supercharger is right there. Plus you have this Super Snake stereotypical badging, which I really like, alongside the striping kit. These hood pins are also derived originally from the Shelby GT500. That's when Ford first introduced this design. Going back to my days when I owned a Shelby GT350R, it was funny because on track days, I would notice the hood start to buckle, and these hood pins really help to lock it in. When it comes to opening it up, when you unlatch the hood from the inside, you push down in on that pin, and it releases each one of those links that connect it all the way down. Again, magnesium wheels are a nice touch for this vehicle. These front fenders that are a wide body design, they are carbon fiber, but then you have this again plastic looking finish for the exit vents, which is fine. It's what we've seen in the past. New side rockers have been installed with a Shelby logo on the side. They give you window tint per state regulations, obviously. And then coming out back, so you don't have a wide body in the rear, like that new GTD, of course. But altogether, going up close, you'd have extended wheel studs. And going back to my GT350 days, they were telling me how they were continually breaking or snapping the wheel studs. I don't know how they were doing that. I never had that issue with the GT350, but I'm not here to argue with them. I think it's cool they're changing as much as they can. I just don't know necessarily if it's a deal breaker, even for my GT500. Going to the rear again, you have a brand new style ducktail right here with a carbon fiber rear wing. Is it adjustable? I really can't tell. I don't think it is, but it might be. So don't quote me on that. The carbon fiber finish looks nice. You have a center weave that connects. I'm curious if they have tested these when it comes to lap times, like how much faster are you going to be in this versus a carbon fiber track pack? I really don't know. You have 830 horsepower, which is that's a good amount of horsepower, but horsepower is not everything, and in a lot of these upgraded cars they tend to get heat soaked, so I really hope that the cooling system has been properly engineered all throughout this vehicle. For the rear diffuser, looks like you almost have a triple diffuser. Look at that, 1 2 3. That's interesting, but it is carbon fiber, so that's a nice touch, I would say. You have the Shelby Borla exhaust systems. I do like that. It seems like with this new generation you have thick, harder lines all over the back end. It's not as skinny and streamlined, I think, as the previous model years. These cars are seeming like they're getting more and more bulky. Let me know, is that your preference for designs? Altogether, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below of this new Shelby Super Snake. I'm sure we're going to get the chance to test one of these out. We've tested every one of these models out, even to the Terlinguas. So I'm curious how it actually comes together, and I would like to get on the track alongside a Shelby GT500 carbon fiber track pack to see what the extra $60,000+ is giving you. It could be a lot, it could be pretty even, I don't know. I want to know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Realistically speaking, it is nice seeing the Shelby name on a newer generation Mustang. This is 7th gen Mustang. The ones that we had in the past were on the previous gen with the GT500, the Mustang GT. Some of the design cues I really do like. I think the wheel design I'm a fan of. I'm a fan of how it matches the color of this rear wing with these underhanging, or how does that work? It reminds me a bit of the GT3s, but the wings on top. So it's like one of those overhanging wing mounts. I'm losing my train of thought, but just the wing is on top instead of the bottom. Picture the Mustang GTD, right? Those arms look exactly the same, and they start here, but instead of having the wing go underneath, it's just right on top. Does that make sense? I hope it does. They do give you the Shelby name. Interestingly, they've gone back to, I think, an original design for the Shelby Snake. They've been changing it up here and there. It looks a bit more classic compared to usual. It's a massive badge, and similar to the GT350, it was like a plaque, a rectangular, but this is more wide, I would say. With Shelby's, you do get the name Shelby on it quite a lot of times. So 1, 2, let's see what's on the sides. How about on the center discs, right? Shelby right there. Shelby on the center of the wheels. Shelby right there. So again, in front of me, 1, 2, 3, 4 different spots again. Shelby right there on the side skirt. Usually when I count this, there's a ton. Even right here again, another Shelby logo. So are you a fan of more Shelby logos or less? Let me know in the comment section down below. So if you enjoyed watching this quick walk around, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode.